Hello, wonderful viewers. This is your boy Explo. Welcome to SPC Media Production. I'm talking from the University of Education, Winneba. I'm here with SRC presidential candidate. Please, can you introduce yourself for us?
My name is Felix Donko,
Okay.
also known as Abrante3, SRC presidential candidate.
Oh, okay. Why Abrante3?
Abrante3.
And why
yes.
Abrante3?
The name came about as a result of my service to my fellow colleagues.
Oh, okay.
Most often, I'll be there to help them in any time they needed my help, and that name started. Abrante3,
Okay.
my able. Abrante3, my able. So I chose the Abrante3 over the my able. But it's Abrante3, my able.
Oh,
yes.
okay. That's nice. Please, can you tell us some of your policies you have for we, the students of UEW?
Yes.
That's if you are voted into office, what you have for us?
Thank you. We are going to introduce insurance health policy.
Okay.
We are also going to bring back the data SIM card with improved services.
Oh.
We have one policy we have termed as SRC My Hostel Agent.
Okay.
We are going to also construct summer huts at all the campuses. We are going to have a recreational center at the South Campus.
Okay.
And also we are going to renovate the bush canteens we have on the various campuses.
Okay. That's nice. Please, can you enlighten more on the SRC My Hostel Agents? I don't have any knowledge about that. Can you please explain it to us?
Thank you very much. It is no news that we are paying exorbitant hostel fees
For
in
sure.
Unilever.
We are really suffering.
And one factor I have seen that has accounted to this payment is additional amount hostel agents put on the charges.
For sure.
Perhaps a hostel agent will go to a hostel owner. Then the hostel owner will tell the agent that I'm going to give this out for maybe 1,200. The hostel agents will come back and charge 1,500. At the end, there is an increment which will not be in the benefit of the student.
Sure.
But when you have the SRC being the hostel agent, this time we are never going to add charges, and the SRC will be in a better position to even negotiate for the reduction in price. Could you imagine, in one of my tour to visit some of my colleagues, I went to a hostel which is closer to Abidjan.
Okay.
Then I have a student there that is offering mathematics, and this student resides in that hostel. So I asked myself, you are doing mathematics, you should be at the South Campus. And he said, yes, this is where my agent got for me. So I have to board a taxi every day to go to lectures. But if you have the SRC doing this, I think they'll be in a better position to get the best hostels and at affordable prices too. In that case, you are reducing the cost of students.
For sure. Thank you, my boss. You again spoke about data SIM policy. Please, Can you tell us more about that? Because we data SIM as something that we got over the past years, I think the past administration, and you and I knew what happened. Just about 4 months, contract that has been signed for more than $1 million has just, how should I say it? I don't want to use a word. Just vanish within a trickle of an eye. So I don't know whether you have made a lot of, investigations about that before coming up with it.
Thank you very much. I am bringing back the data SIM card.
Okay.
But this time with improved services. One would want to know, which service will I bring on board?
For sure.
As a leader, anytime you want to undertake any project, you have to first of all look at the cost effectiveness of any project that you are going to take. When I say cost effectiveness, what I mean is that the amount of money you are investing into that policy or that project you want to undertake, is it going to benefit the students for the money that they have paid for?
Okay.
Yes. One would wish that we get this company on board. It's all in the good direction.
Sure.
But what am I going to do? We already had an administration who brought this Tigo service. We have to look into it. You can't just say, I am coming on board, I'm going to bring another service to Benin without doing adequate investigation as to how the first one was brought about.
Okay, so it means you are not making us aware of the particular SIM that the network that you are bringing to us.
I would have wished, but I would like to bring a small scenario for you to understand something. Let's say you want to go in for another service provider. You are going to enter a new contract,
for sure,
which will come with a bit of a cost on students.
For sure.
You have to buy new data SIM card for level 100, level 200, level 400. But should we go for the Tigo, for instance? It is already in the system. So we just have to update and replace those that are lost, and the level 100s provide for them. If you are doing this, what are you doing? You are reducing costs.
Exactly.
And again, you have to, because you have been in agreement with these companies for very long, it is going to be a perpetual something.
Sure.
It will not be just shortened. Because whenever a SRC president comes, he would like to change it. Why would he like to do that? To his own advantage, but I believe that no. If you are going to serve the interests of the student, you have to look at the best possible way you can reduce costs.
Okay.
And if you are going to produce new SIM cards all over, the cost will be high. Why don't we gear that money towards increasing the number of or the amount of data that will be given to a particular student?
For sure.
In that case, you have reduced costs. The data SIM card that we were using was working very well. Our little issue was with the connectivity and everything. So you speak to the service providers. They can mount one of their posts at north, one at south, one at central. In that case, connectivity will be massive. And if it is massive, in that case, the students are going to enjoy to the best of their benefit without incurring additional costs that will come out as a result of terminating a whole contract that has started in a good way. And when this is also there, previous administration, when they come, they will also continue, and it will be something perpetual, but not something that will be short-lived.
For sure. I've heard a lot from you, and I think my viewers has also heard a lot from you. But did you really consider what really goes into this data SIM deal?
Yeah.
Have you tried finding out?
Yes, a lot goes into it. But if you could remember, I said cost effective. When people give you their resource and you're doing something for them, the thing you are providing for them, if there is a worth on it, they are not too much particular about the cost involved, because they are seeing the services being provided and they will know that the amount of money they are paying is okay for them. So I have gone into that, and I believe that the best for the interest of the students should be served at all times without any compromisation.
Sure. When you were mentioning your policies, you again said that construction of summer huts on all the 3 campuses, that's North, Central, and South, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know how you're going to do it, because just this current administration, it was or it is a campaign promise, but here we are. So I don't know whether you have really found out whether they have started already, or you are also like whether they have started. You also come up with construction of different 3. I don't know.
Most often than not,
because per my little knowledge about it, they have started this process. So I don't know whether you are coming to continue or you are coming to start it.
Leadership is a continuing process.
Oh, okay.
I am not that kind of leader who will come and say, oh, this thing was started by my predecessor, so I will not do it. No.
Oh, okay.
I believe that it is a continuous process.
Oh, okay.
If we come and you've seen that they have started the whole process, you look how best we can finish it up.
Sure.
If they have not started, you are going to start and you are going to build. When exams approaches and students come to campus, the whole rooms will be locked.
It's true.
And students do not even get places to study. But I believe when you have these summer huts around campus, students will be able to study in these summer huts, which would help them in the academic endeavors.
For sure. You again said that you fix street lights, advantage points. That one, for me, I know it's achievable, but I want you to explain to your viewers how you are going to achieve that too.
It is very much achievable.
For sure.
If you have not started, you might think it's not achievable. In my quest to become the SRC presidential candidate, I started making a lot of contacts.
Yes.
And in my contact with people like dignitaries and the rest, I saw that this is something that can be done with ease. My brother, it is very much achievable. We have vantage points, even outside campus.
Sure.
That students use this route, but the lighting system on this route is very bad. So when I am given the privilege, I am going to make sure that at these vantage points, street lights are mounted so that the student planning those rows will have adequate security when they are using it. It's very much achievable. For sure.
We've been told by the university management, I think some time ago, the SRC called for a town hall meeting, and it was agreed that they will provide us with many lecture decks to the lecture theatres. So I saw it as part of your policies, and I'm a bit surprised. I don't know how and why it is written there.
Thank you very much, my brother. you know very much for sure that students will usually go to the various lecture halls and have to go and carry chairs.
Sure.
The university have made plans to procure more desks for students.
For sure.
Yes, we are waiting for that. But as an SRC body, what are you also doing to support the university? You can do something to support the university.
I know there are some things which SRC can do and there are some things which SRC cannot do. Are you aware of that?
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Okay.
And there are some of the things that management can do and the SRC cannot do. But you can also bear with me that SRC can support management.
Sure.
If SRC procure a number of desks and donate it to the management, which people management give that desks to? It's the same students.
The same students.
So the SRC can support. And I say that a leader can also serve as a catalyst. Management have said they want to produce more desks for students. What is the SRC body doing about it? What other approaches have they taken to making sure that management is not relenting on that? This is the work of the SRC, serving as effective mouthpiece of the students.
Yes.
So if management is making progress to procure more desks, the student administration or the SRC should also serve as a catalyst to speed up this reaction. And if management sees that SRC has bought a number of desks and donated to them, it will also motivate them to also do more. Thank you.
Okay. My brother, you again said that you introduce insurance policy. Me, I don't understand it too. I don't think our viewers also understand that. So please, can you explain to us?
Yes, it is something we are bringing on board.
Okay.
You see that most often you hear that this student has involved himself in an accident or was involved in an accident. You see that this student needs this amount of money to undergo this surgery. Those are the hypers department. They will go for these games and one will get injured.
That's true.
Somebody will lose his guardian and the person will be stranded. This policy is going to cater for all this. When you lose a guardian, the policy will come to your rescue. They will pay for your accommodation, they will pay for your upkeep, and they will also pay for your school fees. When somebody involves himself in or gets involved in an accident, this policy will cater for that person. As a student athlete, when you are engaged in any kind of injury, the policy will come to aid. Our other sister universities are doing it, and I think we can do it. It's not that expensive. And if every student is captured under this policy, you are sure that you are all going to complete it. When you see your brother somewhere, you'll be very much happy.
Wow, that's nice. That's nice. But right now, you've said a lot, and I love. I actually personally love your policies. But please, can you tell us something? Like I don't really know whether what you said to us are campaign promises. Campaign promises.
No, not campaign promises. Every policy that I have on my documents are very feasible.
Because over the years, we have student leaders who come and tell us sweet words. But when they get the mandate, when we give them the mandate, when we give them that legitimate power, that ends it.
There's a popular saying, say, "Abua sasa sobe mountuma tinidin." I believe that most often we don't look at the competency of these people who are going to promise you.
Okay.
Because it goes beyond promise. People can give you the nicest policies ever, but even how to go about it and achieve it becomes an issue.
Sure.
But I can assure you that with my track record in my various positions I have held as a student leader, I'll be able to achieve all these policies.
Wow, you've held positions before?
Yes, a lot of them.
Wow, can you mention some for me?
Oh, in secondary school, I was the house prefect. When I went to teacher training college, I was the SRC secretary. Wow. I was also the secretary for Teacher Training Association of Ghana, Western and Central Sector. I also became the coordinator. And even in this school, I was the general course rep for my department.
Wow.
And HIVP ambassador. And do you know something? Nice. In level 200, I was appointed as the deputy lecturer commissioner for my department.
That's
something
nice.
That is not a position for a level 200, but a level 300 as at that time. So
that's nice. Truly, you held a lot of leadership positions, and if we should based on that, I think you are fully qualified for this particular portfolio. Hello, fellow students of UEW. This is my brother here, Felix Donko, SRC, a candidate for SRC president, right?
Yes.
And I believe that per what he said and explanation of his policies, he has convinced me, but I don't know that of you. So we hope and pray, my brother, that the good will be done.
Thank you. We are all hoping for the best. And it is in the best interest of the and start student populace of
Okay,
UW.
please, can you tell your fans something? Anyone?
Hello, lovely people. This is Felix Donko, also known as Abrante3 SRC presidential candidate. I believe that this is a collective effort. So let us all come together and push for this agenda for the interest of the entire student populace, for the ordinary student of UW, so that together you make a UW a better place to live. Thank you very much. Go and vote for Felix Donko for change. Thank you.